It's National Drive It Day, and great day for it. It's absolutely soaking wet. That's the thing with April, I guess. You find me in a lay-by. Nothing untoward there. I'm waiting for whoever comes from Burton Car Club. We're supposed to be meeting here and going to Statfold. There's a car show on. I am in the Rover, as I said on the last video. If you watch the one where I fixed the starter on Agatha, the Rover at the end of April is going off the road for the summer, and Agatha is going to become default daily, semi-daily, because I'm going to use the Venga. So I thought I'd give the Rover a run out, sort of last and first car show of the year. And also, I didn't really want to get the Allegro out to put it back and then use this for work this week. You get the idea. So yeah, join me at Statfold. I've no idea how many cars will be about because the weather's going to put people off, but it gets me out and about, and we'll see what we can see. There is no Lee, I don't think. He had a gig last night with his band. I did message him and say, are you coming? He was a bit ummy-ahry, so I'm not expecting Lee to turn up, but if he does, that's a bonus. I'll catch you in a bit. I just had to film this because it's quite hilarious. So far, 4 of us are here. You'd think red was a popular colour, wouldn't you? We're going to rename it Burton Red Car Club. Right, good morning, here we go. There's a few gaps, and as with every time you come to Statfold, it's really annoying. They play piped music from that green thing over there. So I may have to dip in and out with this. We'll see. As with every disclaimer, I don't know the make and model of every car. I'm no Josie Floyd, mate, so I'm just literally having a look round, picking out ones I like. It's a nice old Range Rover there, look. 2-door as well. This one's a Bear. Apparently it's a Mitsubishi, that's all I can tell you. Gonna look at that. Alpine, Sunbeam Alpine, I think. And then a Lotus. You know me with modern cars, folks. But we'll glance around them. I tend to get drawn to the stuff that was around when I was a kid. So, here we go. It's a Fiesta marked. It might be a Mark II, I think. Probably is on an F-Reg, isn't it? And then we've got another Escort there. Shiny engine bay job. Nice Capri in a fetching shade of beige with some like cosmic alloys, as I'd call them back in the day. And then we've got an American Plymouth. You know me with American cars, I'm not really up on them. Everybody all together. Princess Anne had one of those. Little Triumph BRM Rover 200. Expensive number plate job. Nice BMW. A modern old Mini. Nice. It's a Prefect. Is that a Ford? Did Ford do it? Was it a Ford Prefect? Or is it just a Prefect? Yeah, it's a Ford Prefect side valve. I'm glad they put them signs on, especially for people like me. I know what this is because I had one. This is an early bay. Well, it's a late early bay actually. H-Reg is one of the last ones, but it is an early bay. It's an American import. I can tell you that by the lights on the back. And it's left-hand drive anyway. But yeah, early bays that are difference between a bay window, a late and an early, is the lights on the back. They've got the little round lights there, and the early ones have got the crescent air cooling there, and then on the late ones they're a bit square. And then you call these low lights because the indicators are actually low down, and then on the late bay they're there. There's a Riley version of an ADO 16 there, and then we've got a nice Austin Cooper on an F-Reg. That's the same age as me, 1968. Very nice. Triumph 2500, do like that. This one's slightly too old for me, so I have to look what they are. It's a Sunbeam Talbot, and your guess is as good as mine with the real vintage jobs. I don't know what they are. It says Riley on it, so they're both Rileys. That's a Camaro. I can read that on the back. A Mini, again, a late original Mini. Scimitar. I'll go and do these from the front as well, but because the music's not playing at the minute, there's a more modern Mini Cooper S. And then we've got a 45 MG45 ZS180. So that's the complete polar opposite of mine. So yeah, V6. Look at that, Mr. Lloyd. If you ever see this, look at that one. Now, you'd be proud to have that bonnet up, wouldn't you? Lovely. We do like that. And then yeah, this is the front view from the ones that for some reason are parked the wrong way around. Yeah, we've got a 88-inch Land Rover. It's not a Defender, it's a Series 3. Again, I had one of these, so I know. And yeah, nice. You can tell it's a Series 3. Always with the Series 3, they've got the air vent on the side and the lower, thinner sills on a Series 3. And obviously the dashboard is slightly different on these. They're a plastic dash with clocks in front of the driver rather than in the centre. I'm sort of glad I didn't come in Agatha anyway, because there is another Allegro here. This is a 2-door, 1300 Super, same as Agatha, slightly later. It's a T-Reg, so a year newer. But yeah, it's a 2-door, which is quite desirable. Although it's quite, we're getting towards the sort of switch over late 2-door, because the door locks are black. They're already starting to delete a bit of the chrome at this age. But it's a nice Allegro, and we'll go to the front of that. Same seats as mine, although look, he's got headrests. Very nice. A super cover sticker. But yeah, there we go. Lovely. So I've brought you some Allegro action. Here we've got a Humber. Again, reading Super Snipe. And then, especially for Heather, because she hasn't come with me today, she loves a Morris Traveller. Her dad had one of these when she was a kid, although it was a green one. But yeah, nice couple of Travellers there. And Great Scott, we've got a DeLorean. 1982 apparently, according to the tax disc. Early Golf there, look. Well, a late early Golf. W reg, so I think these started in about 74 on an N reg. So it's a late one, but it's still an early Golf. Yeah, there we go. And then a little Riley Elf, look. We had one of these in the last train video that I did. And what's that, a Scimitar of some kind? So it's probably the first and last show we'll get to do in Judith this year. This is all us from Burton Car Club. There's Sid's XR3i, it's just been restored, he did it himself. There's Michael's fake Ferrari, based on an MR2. Again, I don't think this is a real Ferrari, do you? Not on an S-Reg anyway. Ray's being brave in the TR6 with the roof down. And then we've got a Rover 75. This is a V8. Immense beastie, that one. And there's the Barbie girl, matching his and hers. Say hello, Sally. And Jason's in fetching pink, very nice. He says it's red though, apparently. He's colourblind. Yeah. And then we've got a one of the there. That's a Lupo, isn't it? Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. And then we've got the hot roddy thing. I don't even know what this is. I've seen it that many times at the club. Ford Prefect hot rod. Again, we're moving on to America. Sorry, older cars. I don't know. What's that? An International? Could be an American one as well, I guess. I don't know. Left-hand drive. Nice old Rover 75, the original 75 there. More modern. Another Bumwer. And another one. And a couple of MGs. What's that? I don't even know what it is. A Sunbeam. Gotta love the period look there. Got a couple of Mercedes there. That one's obviously fairly modern, and I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Same with this one, really. Standard 8, Austin A40, and then a Mini. We've got a Jag XJS, little Micra, another Golf, another Merc there, nice V8 MGB V8. It's a Mondeo, I'm guessing it's an ST 200 or something, I don't know. And then we've got an ST Focus, another little MG there, another Mondeo, a Porsche, and then a Modern. I am flying through these. There's a reason. It's forecast rain all day. I don't think people are going to hang around, and what I'll do, I'll get as many as I can on a walk by, and then if anything really interests me, I'll try and go back to it. So we've got a well, it's not an MX-5, it's a Unos Roadster, but you get that. Old Austin, is it an Austin 7? Again, too old for me. It is an Austin 7, yeah. Another Riley Elf there. Nice Rover P6 V8. Dolomite, I wonder if it's a Sprint or not. Don't know. Do like these. I've said this before, my brother had one of these in Vermilion. There is, I'm going to say it isn't a Sprint, and the only reason I'm guessing that is because the Sprint had an overdrive on the gear stick and that one doesn't, but I might be wrong. Ford Probe, supposed to have been the Capri replacement, never really took off. And then we've got an Austin, well, it's like the Traveller van, isn't it, the Morris Minor van. TR8 there, so that's the V8 version, convertible, very nice. And then we've got a Spitfire 1500, one of the newer MGs, probably a Mark 5 Escort, that cabrio. Rover, is it a Rover Metro on an R, or is it a 100? Close. It's a 114, so it's a 100, so still a Metro, but not a Metro. Streetwise, I quite fancy one of these, you know. Don't know why. I think after I had that video from Bill, who did a review of his on the channel, I quite like them. There's something about them, I don't know what it is. Again, another Riley. There's a Humber. I've seen this one before. It's at the most of the shows that come here. And then we've got a couple of MGs. So you've got 4 Mercedes in a row. So I'll quickly flick through them. There's 3 more Triumph TR6s there, the same as Ray's. Let's just quickly glance over them. All in convertible form. All not as brave as Ray because he's got his roof down. That's a late MGB variant, whatever they called it at the time, but that's one of them. And then we've got a, I'm going to say it's an RS Turbo. I can never tell. It is an RS Turbo. Yay, I got one right. And then another Riley ADO 16 variant. A couple of Stags there. One convertible, one hardtop. Another TR7 variant anyway. Another Stag. And then we've got a Triumph 2000 Estate. And another Stag. E-Type, obviously, even I know that. It's a Mark II Jag 3.4. But yeah, 4.2 on the E-Type there. The green one, that's one of the, he's guessing now, supercharged variants of the old XJ6 shape as was. Yeah, XJ Sport. I think these were supercharged, to be honest. And then we can't really see much of that, but it is 4.2 again, the same as the red one. Austin Healey Sprite there, sneaking in. And then we'll just quickly look at this Herald. It's a Vitesse, so I only saw it from the back, but again, you know me, it is based on the Herald anyway. It's a Triumph Vitesse convertible. So although I do love an old bus, I have to admit I don't know a great deal about them. It's just, I think it's just a nostalgia thing really. So as a kid, going to Birmingham a lot, used to go and buy a lot of records in Birmingham. There was great record shops there, Reddington's Rare Records and stuff like that. These were a staple of me going to Birmingham, seeing these flying around. Certainly that livery rings a bell. This one, I'm guessing, because it says Walsall via Aldridge, I'm guessing this is, you know, a bus from that area. It certainly says Walsall Corporation Transport on it, so it would make sense, wouldn't it? Daimler Fleet Line, Gardner 6. Yeah, I don't recall these at all, but I didn't visit Walsall much as a kid. G-Reg would be 1969, so obviously by the time I was allowed out on my own, let's say at, you know, the age of 10, they'd already be 10 years old. I can't recall them at all, but as I say, when you look at the West Midlands one on a T-Reg, that would be 79, which is, you know, I'd be 11 years old then, so that's why I remember them. Right, I'm going to have to see if there's a sign on this. It's a Bristol anyway, look. A Bristol AE. E-Reg is going to be 67. So yeah, look, you can go a ride on this today. I might get a ride on this. Departing at 11, 12, 1, 2 and 3. Free mystery tour. Why not? This is childhood memories for me. Midland Red were the company that were my local bus service in the Midlands in Staffordshire. And Y-Reg would be around 83, 84. So these would be around when I was at school, stroke leaving school. And they look very familiar. It's obviously a Leyland, but don't ask me what sort. Hopefully, for a dummy like me. There we go, it's a Leyland Olympian. Midland Red North, so it probably wasn't my area, because Midland Red did you know, go all over. Certainly can't remember the Mercian sign on it, but Midland Red, this colour. Yeah. Leyland Olympian, July 83, so obviously not part of the show today. It's probably here, you know, maybe it's stored here, I don't know. I filmed these trucks and stuff before. They're on plenty of my Statfold videos, so I'm just going to do a walk by of these. Yeah, fire engine is the Land Rover Series 2. Might be a 2A, but I think it's a 2. Right, so because of my interest in the Rover brand, we're going to have a look at this V8 Rover. Guy was just saying, although I've never met him before, he's in Burton Car Club with us, but we've got so many people. Yeah, they only made about 200 of the Rover versions, these V8s, and the rest were the MGs. They are rear wheel drive. He's going to show me the engine. And so it's got a Mustang V8 in it, 4.6 litre. And I expect it's a bit of a beast, is it? It is, yeah. What do we get for the gallon?
Miles per gallon.
Well, yeah, obviously.
There's about 300 on a tank, but it's about 90 quid to fill it up.
Blimey, so 16 to the gallon at a push. But we've got how much brake?
260 brake.
260 brake, which isn't a lot, really. No. It's not a lot, especially when you're considering the ZR over there is 180 brake, and that's a 2 litre V6, I think. So yeah, but
could have been badged as a GT, I think.
Right.
It would have been more suited, I think.
Still nice, but it's a very, very late one. They were late though, these weren't they? Yeah.
I think they only did the Rovers.
Yeah, the late one. So 55 is one of the last Rovers. But yeah, it's lovely, and he's got a fair few Rovers, haven't you? Were saying?
I've got a 216 Bandon Class, 25. Yeah, and this obviously.
And this, yeah, the 216 is the Hyacinth one, as we call it. I do love them. But you say it's only done about 30,000.
31,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
nice. All right, thanks for that. So I'll do a little bit of a mop up now. Because of my love for Land Rover products, we've got a Range Rover 4-door. This is a later one than the original there, you can see. It's an F-Reg, so 88, 89, I guess. It's definitely wearing some battle scars, but I like them looking like that. One of these was my second car. It was an A-Reg, Escort Mark III. This is a gear though. Mine was just a lowly 1.3 GL, but yeah, 1.6 gear. It's exactly the same by the colour, you know, styling wise. I did love mine. A599 EFF in champagne gold. Bus leaves at 11, about a 15-20 minute mystery tour, the driver says. I'm going to have a blast on that, so he'll probably pick me up on that in a moment. Right, I am on the bus. I've gone on the back seats, just like the bad lads do. Okay, I'm going to pick up a few stragglers now that I'm back off the bus. I've seen this one before. This is a guy who's in the Burton car club for sale though. He's put so much money into that. We'll pick up this Jag here, exactly like I had. But yeah, same colour as this mine was. Although maybe slightly greenier, I don't know. But yeah, past everything but a petrol station. So we've got a nice old Daimler there, look. V8 Daimler it says. Again, much the same as the Jag variant over there. But I do like that. Cobra, or could it be a replica? I don't know. And then a Firebird, a more modern one. I can't remember how far I got looking through these. I think it was somewhere around to where that AD016 was. So these are all new from there. And then I noticed there was a 2CV and a Bond. Although it looks like the Bond, no, the Bond's still there. Yeah, couldn't really work out. I mean, I'm not a big in the knowledge of 2CVs. It's sort of made to look like it's older than it is, I guess. Paul would tell me from Live to Drive if he was here. Yeah, it's got indicators on the side, and I wonder if that's an older style bonnet, but it's on a D-reg, so I don't know. Paul, help me out if you ever see this. And yeah, there's the little Bond. So that's a dolly, the same as Paul's. From Live to Drive, Live for driving, live for something, live forever. Quite nice though. Although I do like the patinaed one, to be honest. There you go, very nice. And I think I've picked up virtually everything else. There are a few things that have turned up, you know, that I don't really know what they are kit car wise. There's a Lotus Europa there. I've just found another Allegro. What do you think of that one? It's obviously a prototype. Right, I'm going to go and get myself some dinner now. It's just starting to rain a little. Hopefully it'll stay off, but I've had a good long morning anyway. Still hoping to stay for an hour or so more. There's the odd straggler coming in, but I think we're sort of done for the day with people arriving now. Right, I've had to come and sit in the car. It started pouring down. Got myself a baked potato with some chilli. Look at that. Hey, £4.70. I don't think that's bad. Okay, I think that's me done at Statfold for the Drive It day. I've had a great day, to be honest. Weather's not played ball now and again, but I've managed to dodge a bit of it. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.